The metaverse, the next version of mobile web, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's so many mixed feelings about it. It's a huge leap and push into this next generation, this futuristic world that we are currently living in and are heading in. But at the same time, there's all these different factors that go into it. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about it. The metaverse, what it is, some of the things that I'm excited about, and some of the things I'm a little concerned about. If you're interested in that, let's go ahead and get right into it. So right now, we experience the internet mostly through our mobile devices. So like your laptop, your iPad, or your tablet, and especially your phone. The metaverse is going to be this extremely immersive internet that you're going to more than likely be using some sort of headset or goggles to experience this world, especially in the early ages. As it progresses and develops, there could be other technology. And I seen an interview with Mark Zuckerberg and Gary Vee. And Gary was asking Mark, how far are we from contact lenses that you could just pop in your eyes to experience either this virtual reality or this augmented reality? And Mark told him that that was maybe like 20 years into the future. So right now, I don't have them with me right now, but you have Oculus headsets, which are very popular. If you haven't had a chance to experience VR, right now it is very immersive. Right now, you can do some pretty interesting, crazy things on VR. It's really fun, actually. If you ever get a chance to do it, you should check it out. So we have VR, virtual reality, and then we're gonna have augmented reality. I'm gonna probably keep mentioning Mark Zuckerberg in this video, not because he is in any way, shape, or form responsible for the metaverse, but Facebook recently changed their name to Meta because they want to be kind of the front runners in this new tech, in this new internet. They want to be the driving force behind that, which some people have a really big problem with because of Facebook and some of their history, just as far as data. And the metaverse is supposed to be this decentralized world. I touched on in my last video, I kind of touched on Web 3.0 and kind of the vision. The metaverse is supposed to be that, but fully 3D immersive. And I know I'm kind of like all over the place, but this thing is crazy. So, right now we experience the internet very two-dimensional. We're on our screens looking at content, whether it's video, whether it's text, whatever. It's very two-dimensional. You look on your screen and there it is. But what the metaverse is going to be a world where it's now three-dimensional. So instead of you looking on your phone and I'm scrolling on my phone and I'm browsing for shirts or shoes on Nike.com, the metaverse is going to allow you to put on these glasses, VR glasses, and be able to go to the Nike store and pick out shoes, be able to see the physical shoe, or be able to look in a mirror and see how you look with the shoe or the shirt on. That's the virtual reality. So metaverse is very much, in my opinion, this two-pronged sort of thing, because you have virtual reality and then you have augmented reality. So virtual reality is you put on these Oculus glasses. There's other VRs out there, but Oculus is by far the most popular and probably the most affordable one, and which will probably be what you'll be using to do VR with the metaverse. So virtual reality, you put these glasses on and you're at the Nike store, or you're at the Eiffel Tower, or you can go to a concert with your friend. And this technology that is parallel, you have technology or software, and then you have hardware. They're working on haptics where you'll be able to feel. One of my favorite games to play in VR is super hot. And if you ever play super hot, especially in VR, I mean, you get really into it. You're like, and it's crazy, right? So you can imagine if the technology, the software, and the hardware develops, and companies like Facebook are investing billions, literally billions of dollars to develop this software and hardware to where instead of you just getting shot in the game, you could feel the shots. Imagine being able to have gloves maybe that have haptics and you could touch and stuff. All that stuff is going to develop. All that is going to make for a more immersive world in virtual reality. That's one side of it. And then you have augmented reality. With augmented reality, it's being in the physical world and then bringing bits and pieces of the digital world into the real world. We've seen things like this on our phones. A good example was like Pokemon Go was a really big one. It was literally blending the digital, you had this digital Pokemon that was right there in front of you that you could catch. But imagine that ratcheted up times 20, 30, 40, 50%, maybe higher. And one of the ways that they're going to do that soon is with augmented reality glasses. So imagine having like a pair of glasses, casual glasses, like think about everyday like reading glasses will present this augmented reality where you'll be able to bring things from the digital world into the real world. And eventually we'll even have holograms where instead of us FaceTiming on the phone, you'll project a hologram into my glasses and I'll see you probably sitting on my couch or something like that. That's the metaverse. That is what the metaverse is. And it's so much more than that. And what's cool about it, if you don't want to be a huge Debbie Downer, what's cool about it is just the possibilities, right? So you have people with physical limitations, people who, can't climb Mount Everest, don't have the means to go see the pyramids of Egypt or the Eiffel Tower. Their goal is to make it so immersive, so real feeling that it's the same thing. Websites and projects like Decentralization and Sandbox, where they actually have digital land, digital parcels that people are purchasing for hundreds of thousands, in some cases millions of dollars. And it's because people are in the digital world a lot more than they were 10, 20 years ago. That's where everybody's at. That's where it's happening at. And people are banking on the fact that in the future, in the very near future, the next 5 to 7 years, 5 to 10 years, people are going to be spending even more time in the digital world, mainly in the metaverse. You can build whatever you want on these digital lands, and there's no, you just pay the money. You pay the Ethereum, whatever cryptocurrency that they need for that, you pay it. And you don't need any permits to build a skyscraper. You don't have to go through the city. You don't have to go through any city codes or regulations or speak with the mayor to open a restaurant in these spaces, a digital restaurant or a digital art gallery. You're gonna have people renting these spaces to host shows and DJ and stuff like that in the digital world. And that's where everybody's gonna be hanging out. And it's the metaverse. Like, it's really dope stuff. And it opens up this whole new economy. This is especially gonna be a great time for coders and people who have that skill set. This is going to inevitably have a huge effect on the economy, I believe, in a positive way, because it's going to create a ton of opportunities. It's also the effect that it will have on the planet. Since people will be in this metaverse more often, pollution will decrease. It's going to get to the point where your digital version is going to be worth potentially more than your physical version, and what your avatar, you're going to be very invested in what your avatar looks like and what it represents and the items that you have within your digital space. That being said, that leads me to some of the stuff that is a little creepy and a little scary and freaking me out a little bit, because as the technology develops, and so for instance, right, you could be in a metaverse. So I'm an avatar, you're my friend, you're an avatar, but what if a hacker hacker hacked your avatar and I'm talking to you, you know, inviting you over to my actual house or whatever information that we're sharing casually, but you're not actually you. I can't, there's no way. I'm just saying, stuff like that could happen in the metaverse. And then I just worry about, as this technology develops and becomes greater, becomes more immersive, becomes more realistic, people aren't gonna want to leave. You know, why would I want to, you know, leave out of this place where I can fly and I can have superpowers, or I can climb Mount Everest and visit the Eiffel Tower? Why would I want to leave that place? And with the VR and the AR, virtual reality, augmented reality, as it develops, as it gets better, as the algorithms are collecting data and the artificial intelligence is increasingly getting smarter, I do think that we'll get to a point where some people, probably kids unfortunately, will be more susceptible to this, but not being able to decipher what's real and what's fake, what's reality and what's not reality. People have spoken about this, people like Elon Musk, and there's other developers and engineers who are scared shitless. Some Terminator Judgment Day stuff going down with like AI. Those guys who have a lot more information and more knowledgeable than I am, I'd be a little bit concerned. In a nutshell, that's Metaverse. And those are my thoughts on it. That's the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop this video a like. It just helps so much with the YouTube algorithm to help this video get viewed by other people so they can view the channel and all that good stuff. Help grow the channel. Please make sure you subscribe. I appreciate you watching. I'm Sean Kiefer. Peace.